why narcissists are addicted to people. We objectify people because that enables us to control all the individuals that come into our fuel matrix, whether they are tertiary sources, secondary sources, or a primary source. People matter to us. People matter because people provide us with fuel, whether it's positive fuel or negative fuel, and that is our lifeblood, your emotional output, either shouting and screaming at us or telling us that you love us, whether it is making us a cup of tea, buying us a gift, having sex with us, doing our laundry, whispering sweet nothings in our ear. All of those things are fuel, and people provide fuel. Animals can to an extent also, but chiefly fuel is provided by people. People also signal that they're under control. People also provide us with character traits. And if you want to understand more about why we need character traits and how that operates, please listen to the video Character Trait Acquisition. Finally, people provide us with residual benefits, whether it is providing a roof over the narcissist's head, lending, or perhaps more accurately, giving the narcissist money, providing sexual pleasure to the narcissist, cooking the meals for the narcissist, giving them their medication where they are infirm, running around, giving them a lift, raising the children, earning an income, contributing to the finances of the household, rubbing the back of the narcissist when it aches, making him or her dinner, attending to the yard or the garden, accessing contacts, networks, the provision of information, putting people in contact with others to do deals. These and much, much more are all residual benefits. People are hugely important to us because people form those which are in the fuel matrix. From the moment that we meet them and you provide us with the fuel, we have to control you, we gain character traits from you and those residual benefits. We're not addicted to the fact that you're a kind person. We're not interested in the fact that you really enjoy jigsaw puzzles, although we will feign that interest either consciously or unconsciously, dependent upon the type of narcissist that we are, in order to control you and get to those aspects of the prime aims that I have described. Our addiction is to the prime aims. If the prime aims were provided by oak trees, then the countryside would be festooned with narcissists all hugging, humping, cuddling, climbing, sitting in oak trees. But oak trees don't provide us with fuel. Oak trees don't provide us with character traits, unless I suppose you're thinking of a particularly wooden actor. Then there might be an argument to say that they've acquired the character traits of an oak tree. Residual benefit? Possibly shelter in the storm, I suppose, but ultimately not, and certainly not particularly good ones. I haven't seen an oak tree make duck à l'orange recently. And if you have, stay off the drugs. Accordingly, people are what cater to the prime aims better than everything else. And that is why we are addicted to people. We are addicted to the prime aims, and people provide the prime aims. So by association, it is the case that the narcissist is addicted to you and him and her. Of course, the addiction doesn't mean that you are always going to be the sole person that the narcissist interacts with. As you will hear in my other videos, various people constitute the fuel matrix of the narcissist, in varying degrees of importance and contribution. However, because it's the addiction to the prime aims, you are all the appliances which are the conduits for those prime aims. And that's why, in effect, you are disposable. Yes, when you're the intimate partner primary source, you're the most important person in the fuel matrix. But as many of you know, you can easily be gotten rid of and replaced. You are vessels which contain the prime aims. We ensnare you as that vessel, that appliance, that conduit. Drink deep of the prime aims, and then we may move you to one side. And it might be the case that we never deal with you ever again, or more usually, we return at a later juncture, dependent upon factors which I explain in alternative videos, in order to avail ourselves of the prime aims once again. We're not addicted to your smile. We're not addicted to your radiant and magnetic personality. We're not addicted to the fact that you can knit scarves around the clock and crack them out like nobody's business in a variety of dazzling displays of colour and patterns. We're not addicted to the fact that you give the best blowjob in Christendom. We're not addicted to the fact that you are particularly good at keeping a house clean and raising children, and that you're brilliant at your job. Yes, all of these factors and more besides are material with regard to what we require, but they go to being part of the prime aims. And it's not you as a person that we're interested in, but it is rather what you as a person can do with regard to the provision of the prime aims to us. That is what matters. So to say, are we addicted to people? Directly the answer is no, because we are addicted to the prime aims. Our narcissism has evolved that those are the most important things that we require. Why? Fuel, because it keeps the construct together. The construct is there to gather more fuel and to keep the creature imprisoned. Control, because we came from an environment of a lack of control environment, making us hypersensitive to control. If you want to understand more about that, listen to the video, What Makes a Narcissist? Character traits, because they go to create the construct. Residual benefits. Our sense of entitlement and lack of accountability means that we draw all of those things in. We need them in essence to get through life. Of course, the extent of those residual benefits varies depending upon the type of narcissist you're with. Some need more than others, different types. But our addiction is to those four things. The necessity for control, so we identify the easiest people to control who can then also provide us with the character traits, the residual benefits, and the fuel. And those individuals are empaths. Those are the ones that cater best to what we want. Our addiction is to the prime aims. And it's the most effective purveyor, conduit, container of the prime aims are people, notably empaths. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.